Alrighty, hey there everybody. Today we have ourselves the Dark Rock Pro 3 by Be Quiet. Now starting off looking at the unit, you're going to see immediately that this cooler is just sexy. They have one thing going for them for sure, and that is looks. The aesthetics are gorgeous, and I'm almost sold on that alone, and almost don't care how it performs. But clearly, you're here to find out both. So at the top, you're going to see that the ends of the heat pipes in here, which there are 7, by the way, they're capped off. Thankfully, that makes the aesthetic a lot more pretty, a lot more presentable. You're not going to have these big nipples on the top of your cooler because you certainly don't want that. Along with that, you have a sexy brushed aluminum look, kind of a gunmetal dark gray aesthetic, very nice. This unit comes with 2 of their Silent Wings fans. One in the middle is 135 millimeters, and the outer one, which is in view, is 120 millimeters. Both fans spin up to about 1,999 RPMs, give or take, but they do ramp down significantly to stay quiet, and even nearing 2,000 RPMs, they are fairly friggin' quiet. So let's go over installation. I'm definitely going to say that it's easier than Intel. You know, using all the separate Intel brackets and hardware and nuts and all that stuff. It's really going to depend how cramped your motherboard socket area is as well. Because you do get a little wrench, but the wrench is gimpy, and if you want to add a little bit of a bend to the end of it with a pair of pliers, it may very well help you. But I did install this into an AMD system with an FX 8300, and it was a lot more straightforward. I didn't really need to get underneath the cooler. I just aligned it with 4 screws using the very heavy-duty bracket that the accessory box included, and you just line up 4 screws. Dealing with the Shadow Rock 2, which you can also see in this video right here at the bottom, it was certainly a lot more tedious and a lot more difficult. It was my first time dealing with a Be Quiet product, and again, yeah, the Intel installation was a little more tedious, and being that it was a 1366 motherboard I was working with, it was just much more difficult. But knowing what to expect this second time around, it certainly was easier, especially on the AMD side of things. So performance, it is great for its price range, compared to its competitors. But if you are going to be significantly overclocking your chip, whether it be Intel or AMD, especially one of the higher end SKUs that use a lot more juice and power and give off more heat, then yeah, okay, this you can definitely overclock with. I was able to get my my FX 8300 up to about 4.7, 4.8. Granted, I wasn't able to keep it stable. I need to mess with more settings, but it was able to keep the heat slightly bearable. If you really want to go nuts, like I said, you're probably going to want to look at a big, fat 240 millimeter, 360 millimeter, all-in-one, liquid cool setup. Now, as far as performance, again, to Be Quiet's competitor, I would say something like the Noctua NHD 15, NHD 14. Those offerings by Noctua do kind of edge this unit out by a few degrees, and sometimes anywhere between 5-10 degrees, depending on your setup. If you don't want your fans and your innards looking like, well, caca colored, or vomit, as some may say, then yeah, definitely get yourself the Dark Rock Pro 3. You're going to shave a couple bucks off of the price tag as well. But other than that, it's a very compelling offer, nonetheless. So guys, in conclusion, is it a great cooler? You're damn right it is. It is sexy, it's hot, I love it in this system. I do have to have some more personal color coordination for me, because yeah, I have a bunch of weird parts in this system right now. But performance-wise, it's doing great. It is staying silent. They certainly have that going for them. It's sexy, it's silent, and it performs well. So anyway, guys, be sure to visit Be Quiet at BeQuiet.com. You can find all the pertinent links in the description below this video. You can find pricing and availability, and yeah, all the pertinent info that is right down in there. So guys, don't forget to subscribe and dislike the video if you think it sucked for whatever reason, but hey, give some feedback, comment on this video, and just, let me know. Be Quiet will be checking this out as well. They would love your feedback. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.